With broken hearts and deep sadness, we announce the death of Ray Griffith, also known as Slacker, Big Ray, Loin, and Slack Boy of Monipomiko, who passed away at the St. Jude Hospital at 11:23 p.m. on Sunday, 20th February 2022, at the age of 45. He was predeceased by his father, Regis Griffith, left to mourn his 5 children, Remy Martha, also known as Apple, and Carla Griffith of Monipo, Tyrese Griffith, and Chris Griffith of Canada, Shauna K. Griffith of Lapwat, Monipo, Mother Clara Griffith of Monipo, girlfriend Cora Edwards of Monipo, sisters Jacqueline Wilson of London, England, Karen Charles of Mamico, Monipo, Anesta Eve of North Carolina, brothers Roger Eve of Boston, Corbin Wilson, also known as Meadow, and Michelle Griffith, both of Canada, Don Griffith of Monipo, nieces Davina Charles Smith, Chalice Robinson, and Nelia Wilson, all of England, Christina Chapman, Kiara Chapman, and Shimara McCoy, all of North Carolina, Joel Charles of Texas, Cara Charles Modeste, Donnell Griffith, Celia Griffith, and Rianne Griffith, all of Monipo, Cassie Wilson of Canada, nephews Dante Griffith, Jemison Griffith, Tevion Griffith, Ketrell Madoff, and Davian Madoff, all of Canada, Kai and Braxton Eve of Boston, godchildren Elaine Stephen of Florida, Shamika Faisal of Lakai Dennery, aunts Jeanette Grandino and family of Martinique, Aurelia Wilson and family of New Jersey, Mary Jabatis and family, Diana Lucretia Griffith and family, Septima Stephen and family, Maria Stephen and family, Amelia Stephen and family, all of Monrepo, Monica Stephen and family of Dennery, which is also his godmother, uncles, Matthew Wilson of Florida, Henry Wilson, also known as Roy of New York, Joseph Wilson, also known as Wilbert of Virginia, Francis Stephen, Philbert Stephen, Antoine Stephen, Patrick Stephen, Ferdinand Stephen, and Innocent Stephen, all of Monrepo, Felix Farwell, also known as Charlo of England, family of deceased uncle Tony Abel Wilson, cousins too numerous to mention, including Aurea Wilson and family of Martinique, Michael Jabatis, also known as Kakajab of the U.S., Libert Stephen and family of Los Angeles, Keith Stephen and family of New York, Brian Stephen and family of Cubarel, granduncle George Jules, also known as Lenny and family of Monrepo, grandaunt Berika Monrose and family of Monrepo, brothers-in-law Ray Robinson of England, William Charles of Mamico, Monrepo, sisters-in-law Adrienne Eve of Boston, Becky Wilson and Crystal Cools, both of England, his children's mothers, Camilla Martha and Julie William, both of Lapland, Nelma Ferdinand of Canada, his close friends including Evan Zippolit, also known as Phil Fair, and family of Sarat Bexon, Curtis Peter, also known as Thousand of Poinet, Ursuline Peter of Poinet, Shudder Charlemagne and family of Deriso, Randy Clark and family of V4, Brian President, also known as Bulldog, and family of Deriso, Randy Samuel, also known as La and family of Castries, Calvin Joseph, also known as Kokofi and family of Cicero, Jude Jean-Baptiste, also known as Zybong of New York, Stephen Jean-Baptiste of Texas, Keith Stephen of Monrepo, Shaka Faisal of Queens, New York, Edwin Polomus, also known as Turbo of Texas, Ignatius Goodman, also known as Toto of Barbados, Albert Peter, also known as Rehab of London, Marilyn Gaston of New Jersey, Bernard Gaston, also known as Baldhead and family of Monrepo, Kennedy Charles of New York, Elizabeth Charles and family of Monrepo, Cecilia Wendy Williams and family of Monrepo, Lyndon Cooper, also known as Smartman of Castries, Stephen Favre, also known as Bolong of South Africa, Henry Faisal and family of Connecticut, Fiona Peter of Monrepo, staff of Popo's Pork Place at Canals V4, also including the boys on the block of Monrepo, class of 1976 of Monrepo Combined School, Monrepo veteran football and cricket teams, Mopo Boys WhatsApp group, Young Strikers Sport Club, Left to Mourn, Hugh Smith, Ben Tomlinson, Candace Paul and family, and Paula Reed and family, all of England, Emery Modeste, Lynn Edward, Trudy Edward, Nathan Peter, Clement Gaston and family, Kelvin Peter and family, Levi Sari and family, Jocelyn and Augustus Alexander and family, Marcian and Alberta Wilson, all of Monrepo, Martina Diterelia, and Tonita Francis, also known as Didi of Monrepo, Sean Alcide, also known as Miller of La Clary, Curious Aureus Descard, also known as Ken Ken of Deriso, Anissa Alfred, Colin St. Jean, his work colleagues, Springer Samuel, also known as Spring Spring, Nixon Pierre, also known as Mr. Nixon, Bertrand Duncan, also known as Birch, Bertie Duncan, also known as Doll, Kennedy Neptune, also known as Uncle, Timothy Humant, also known as Shortman, Letzian Ford, Malcolm Sonson, also known as Geos, Martin Bissett, also known as Curry, Van Roy Augustine, also known as South, Martin Wilfred, also known as Gloomy, Mikey William, also known as Mouse, Najee Samuel, Garfield Jules, John Edwin, also known as Flo, Jardel, Curtis Duncan, Zonia, Alan Amos, Al Martial, also known as Carl, Charles Joseph, also known as Porky, Errol Eugene, also known as Flat Rash, Marcellus Eugene, also known as 10P, Brent Ambrose, also known as Dreamcatcher, Owen Lionel, Chantal Mitchell, Adam Nelson, Chrissy, Garen Burin, also known as G-Balls, Cassian James, also known as The Boy, Lenny Leons, also known as Puss, Ezra Mays, also known as Easy, Miguel Herman, also known as Vibration, Gaius Lubrin, also known as Drifter, Alvin and Troy Philomen, Elijah's Jerson, also known as Bring, John Mataru, Melvin Malleus, also known as Mello, Earl Modest, Fatla, Topman, Iceman, Dunga, Godfrey Aurelian, also known as Underpaul, Michael Polius, also known as T-Jab. Employers: Johnny Chitole of Auger, Kent Joseph, also known as KJ of Beauchamp, including staff of Trans-Caribbean, staff of SLASPA operations, operators and shed clerks, staff of Sunbelt Limited, including Hyacinth Alexander, Condwell Lowe Clifford, also known as Corny, and Shanna Thomas. Drivers and staff of Montplaisir Trucking, Bryson Company, HC Holdings, and Sado Trucking. Drivers of Transport and Handling. Staff of Tropical Shipping, including Simon Jeffers. Management and staff of South Shore Services and Joseph Trucking, Frontline Trucking, Philogence Transport, and Cox and Company. Also left to mourn the Griffith family of Monipo, the Wilson family of Monipo and Pasios, the Peter family of Monipo and Poile, the Gastor family of Monipo and the U.S., the Favre family of Monipo and the U.S., the Monipo community at large, all those who assisted during his time of illness. Special mention of Nurse Keisha Cox and her daughter Daisy Pierre, Savina Wilson Jabatis, staff of St. Jude Hospital, including Nurse Esther Marthrin, Dr. Ford at the OKEU Hospital, other family and friends, here and abroad, too numerous to mention. The funeral service for our dearly beloved Ray Griffith, also known as Slacker, Big Ray, Loin, and Slack Boy, will be held on Saturday, 2nd April 2022 at the St. Anne's Parish, Monipo, at 1:30 p.m. The body will be laid to rest at the Monipo Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, V4. May he rest in perfect peace.